There was a festival shooting in California over the weekend, which unfortunately claimed the lives of 3 individuals and also injured about a dozen more. This took place at the Gilroy Garlic Festival in the Bay Area. The gunman was later shot by police. The name of the shooter, and we only named the shooter on, in the initial report, 19-year-old Santino William Legan. He had apparently posted online about an 1890 racist manifesto titled "Might is Right" or "The Survival of the Fittest." And so NBC News discovered this and uncovered what he had posted. It appears that this shooting might be ideologically driven, although law enforcement are holding off on that until they have more information on his motives. The shooter killed 6-year-old Steven Romero, 6-year-old. A 13-year-old girl and a man in his 20s. The name of the other 2 victims were not released. The AK-47 style assault rifle that he used in the shooting was actually purchased recently, July 9th in Nevada. And just to give you some more information about the racist manifesto he had posted about, "Read the Might is Right" by Regner Redbeard is what he had posted on his Instagram page. He then used a slur against mixed race people and complained about hordes of them overcrowding towns.
So this apparent white supremacist, I don't see a lot of non-white supremacists posting things like that, goes and proves how tough he is against the hordes by murdering a 6-year-old and a 13-year-old with an AK-47. Oh, I didn't know you were that tough. And so that's how these cowards act. And we told you 100 times that it is right-wing extremists that are doing the shootings. It's not just us that told you that. It's the Anti-Defamation League, it's the FBI, it's even Trump's own government saying, yeah, it's white supremacists, it's right-wing extremists. And here it is again. And how do they do it? 9 out of 10 times with heavy weaponry. No, don't do anything about the weapons, don't do anything about the right-wing extremists. But on the other hand, if there's ever a shooting by an ethnic group we hate, the right wing says, well, then let's all pretend that that's the real problem and talk about banning them from the country. So, look, Democrats aren't going to say this, but if we use right-wing logic, we say it all the time. If we use right-wing logic, we should be talking about banning right-wingers. We should be talking about profiling them. I don't know which of the lunatic right-wingers are extremists and which aren't, which of them have violent tendencies and which don't. That's why you monitor them. Go into their churches, go into their chat rooms, go into wherever these monsters congregate and find out who's plotting to murder our children, because they're doing it nonstop. They're going and killing people in synagogues, mosques, churches, fairs, schools, movie theaters. They do it over and over and over again. Now, the reality is there's too many extreme right-wingers in this country. They believe in the extreme right-winger that's in the Oval Office that encourages this. I mean, after Charlottesville, and a white supremacist murdered someone in Charlottesville, he said there's very fine people on that side. Boy, I'm really shocked. Now the debate will ensue, if it even happens at all in the media. Is it okay to say that Donald Trump might have had a role in this or encouraged this? And most of the people in the media that theoretically are the liberal media, theoretically against Donald Trump, will act outraged and go, no, we can't blame Trump for this. Well, every domestic terrorist attack in the year 2018 that resulted in a death was done by an extremist right winger. I'm sorry, to be fair, 98% of them. You think that's just a coincidence that we have a white supremacist in the White House who's constantly attacking anyone who's black and who says they're very fine people on the Nazi side, and then all of a sudden look at these white supremacists murdering 6-year-olds in fairs, shooting up synagogues, shooting up schools. It is not a coincidence. The right wing keeps saying over and over again, violence is the answer, the others are the problem. Aren't you going to do something about it? And by the way, guns are fantastic, you should all get one. And if some of you are unhinged and wind up murdering 6-year-olds, well, hey, white supremacy.
You know, whenever we talk about those migrant detention centers and the fact that 6 children have died in US custody during the Trump administration, I keep asking myself, like, why doesn't the right wing care about these kids? I mean, they like to dehumanize migrant adults all the time. They do it on a regular basis and they slander them as criminals and members of MS-13. But what about these kids? These are innocent kids. And then I realized they don't even care about our own kids. I mean, 2 kids died in this shooting. What are they gonna do about it? Do they care? They don't care.
Where's the pro-life contingent? Where's the pro-life contingent saying, God damn it, Department of Homeland Security, when are you gonna look into extremist right-wingers and make this madness stop? Are you ever gonna take action, or are you gonna let them murder our kids over and over again? They will not show up, not one of them, because they don't care about life at all. First of all, on the immigrant kids, they're brown. What is it to me? What is it? Because they don't even think about it like that. They just think of in terms of us and them. If it's part of them, who cares, kids? They spit on them, they don't care, right? And even if I don't know what the race of the 6-year-old kid was, and I don't care because I'm an American, but they look at that dead kid and go, well, hey, listen, I'd say I had to die for my freedom. I gotta have a freedom to have my gun. My freedom is more important than that kid's life. Life, who cares about life? That is what the pro-life, so-called pro-life guys say when you step 1 inch outside of the abortion issue. That shows you it's a lie. They never cared about life in the first place. All they cared about was controlling women's bodies. 100%. Having a giant, big government with its jackbooted thugs go into your doctor's office and tell you, men are back in charge. We're gonna tell you what to do with your bodies. Just like the good old days when they treated women like chattel. If you're a woman and voting for the Republican Party, you should have your head examined. You're voting against your interests and you're voting with monsters. Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.